tools in his toolbox.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll ride the hot hand. Got the first down and more. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Illegal blocking offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. A first down for the offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Bond. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, and it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Puts it out of the air. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. With the catch, it's Bond. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Tigers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide. Dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Running it to the right. Sweet punt there. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Got his man out of the backfield. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That play looked as if it had a chance to be productive, but the open field tackle stopped it.
And it's tough to get a running back one-on-one on the ground in the open field. You want guys swarming to the football to try to make that play. But understand that guy's a weapon. Good job by the defense seeing it, breaking on the football, and getting him on the ground.
Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw for it. On target. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. He's going to throw deep right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Kentucky going quickly.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. This time it's complete.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get it through the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give. Nice move there. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Now improvising. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got his man downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Pulls in the deep ball. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Trying to get rid of it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, LSU! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Under fire. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Going right to work up top. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, half receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On third down, he drops the throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mendenhall. Brought down right at the 10, and this defense keeps him away from the first down line. But will they go for it on fourth down? No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Looking for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner will be brought down. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Quickly complete. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got him downfield. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Wants to throw it. They're working that left side. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. Here's a snap, ready to cut one loose. Using the quick game. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Kentucky right back to the line. Back to pass on second down. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He's going to take off. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And he crushes it right through the upright. It's good from 59.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kroger Field.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. What kind of field position can he help him with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out route. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they try to go with draw. They didn't catch the defense blitzing, so it wasn't a great look anyway. But up front, they just got beat regardless. And that back, David, had nowhere to go.
He had nowhere to go, but those offensive linemen, you got to set and you got to invite those defensive linemen up the field and kind of push them by. And you could tell they didn't do that. They didn't create any holes. There was really nowhere for him to go. You got to give him that first little hole, and then maybe he can make a move. So the offensive line needs to do a better job.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun to give to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the ground. He's got it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Now on 1st down from the 28. Now they'll run the draw. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. To the air on 2nd down. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Right back to him on the ground. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, worked the double.
It's a running room. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Sends it downfield. Got it. Touchdown, LSU. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category.
Yeah, and listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see. You got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. On target to the left. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Look out, he's got room. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line getting set on second down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Holding. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, looking to pass. He'll take another shot here. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's King. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's fourth and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a man miss. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Using his feet. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He'll pull it on the read. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another 1st down. Gives it on the option. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead.
There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnover?
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Snagged in the middle. It's Bond. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's King. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Okay, ready? With these last 2 plays, they've just taken this drive and thrown it right into the fire. Can they snatch it out on 3rd and goal? And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.